All right, everybody. Sorry for the lighting. It's the best I can do here. But so I'm waiting for the closed cell foam to put in the doors. In the meantime, I took out the seats in the truck. Front seat was pretty easy. If you have power seats, you have one electrical connection and a ton of nuts and two studs. So it comes out in one unit, and you definitely need a hand. My son helped me with this. Now for the back seat, there's this like little tray thing, and there's two nuts on each side, passenger and driver. And then there's this little lock mechanism right here where my finger is. You got to make sure you kind of pull the seat forward and then up, and it'll disengage from these. There's two tabs on the back of the seat. It'll just lift up and out there. So that was pretty easy. And so not much else to report. It's just a blank carpet now. I'm taking out all the stuff that's holding the carpet down. So I'll have to take out this threshold piece, this stuff here. But I'm working from the back like this. Yeah, that's putting off a lot of resonation. So there's probably a lot of noise coming through there. Definitely going to deaden that and see how that works. Might do 2 layers on that. But this carpet is really thick. Either way, it's dirty. So I'm going to shampoo it while I'll at least have the seats out. Now, let me show you the seats. Okay, so there's the front seats. It's all one unit, but it doesn't feel real sturdy when you're taking them out like that. My dog already got some slobber on them. So just definitely need two people taking the front out. Now the back, if you've got 2 people, heck yeah, makes it way easier, more sound deadening. But here are those tabs I was talking about in the back of the seat. And then on the bottom of the seat, if you can see, there are those that get locked in to this spot right here. That was the big trick. So yeah, I'm just going to keep plugging away. I'm not sure if I'm going to take this carpet completely out yet. I think majority of the sound is coming from the doors and back here. That sounds awful. So with the exhaust and the drivetrain and stuff, I mean, the seat was probably absorbing some of it, but definitely could use some deadening. All right, just another quick update. I got the carpet out, and everything looks really good in here. I know there's like a ratio out there. 30% is what I hear is all you need for sound deadening. And I think the factory probably reached that here. They certainly did not go any further, as you can imagine. Just a couple areas. The carpet was a pain in the butt to get out from behind there. Found an old school protractor wedged down in there. Other than that, it was quite easy. There's the shifter for the 4-wheel drive, and you just spin the knob off, and the boot has got three little screws on there. Now I will say this threshold piece, I'm going to address those rust spots. But they had, on the far right here, they had 2.5-inch drywall screws. So it must have lost the factory screws. I honestly don't even know why they would have taken that off. I thought maybe I'd see some wiring for speakers or something, but this is all stock. Other than that, it looks really good. Now, the Firewall, it's got some great sound deadening material here, but if I get up in there, right around the steering shaft and stuff, there's no insulation at all. So I suspect some noise is coming in through there. I don't know what I can do about that. We'll see. I might have to get creative there. But, and the carpet was pretty thick. But these are my areas of concern here. So I don't know if that comes up on camera, but it's quite hollow sounding. Not as bad as that, but there's definitely a cavity in here. So I'm going to throw some down on there. I'm not going to worry about going around all these cross members. Yeah, I'm just gonna fill in the blanks, maybe go overlap a little bit. There's certainly none around here, and this just goes forward and backward, so I can go all the way up around that. I'm gonna do that. So yeah, quick update. I'll show you the carpet. Get through here. So, like I said, the carpet came out pretty good, and this stuff is pretty thick. I'd say at least a half an inch. There's a good shot of it too. I don't know how well that performs as far as soundproofing goes, but I think that was the intent. Maybe some insulation as well. So we'll keep that on there. He definitely had something leak through here, so I'm going to shampoo the whole carpet before I put that back in, obviously. So yeah, my son took out this threshold over here. There are a couple areas where just a little bit of rust is coming in. Definitely address that. Anybody who knows anything about these Dodges, man, they can rust in a hurry on you. Actually, it looks pretty good up there. That middle is definitely the worst. And then the back wall. So I'm still waiting on my closed cell foam. So I'm gonna just get back to applying more sound deadening material. This is actually really good stuff. Got a gouge there, probably from the factory. Starting to, I don't know if this is spray on stuff or what, but oh yeah, so I'll bring you back on the next update. Okay, so I got the cab of the truck all sound deadened. This is a huge difference, and I don't even have the insulation, but it's more of a bass drum now. Before it really resonated and echoed, so I'm definitely happy with that. I didn't do the entire floor. Like I said, supposedly the gold standard is 30%. I definitely did more than that. So I just tapped around in areas that I felt were loud. This center area was definitely the worst. I'm not really sure, but it's kind of a hollow cavity in there. So now it sounds really good. And then I did up around the four-wheel drive shifter. There was nothing there. So I got as close as I could. Sounds a lot better. Once the carpet goes in, it'll completely go away. Because I still have to put that closed cell foam in here, which is supposed to show up today. So today's Saturday. I'm as far as I can go now. Oh yeah, I'm debating on whether or not to use some of this. So I'm going to use the closed cell foam for the floor and the doors, the inside of the doors. But on the outside, I was thinking about using some of this. It's kind of like batting, I guess. And just put it on the doors. I haven't quite decided yet. I saw when I owned my Transit van, I was going to do that. And I saw some guy do it to his Transit. And yeah, it sounded a whole lot better. I just don't know if it's overkill. Once I put that closed cell foam in there, I'm kind of curious to see how much that helps. And then I'll go on to this if I'm still not 100% satisfied. And I'll probably just tack this on there. It's got a lot of forgiveness, so Not really too worried. I just have to make sure I don't cover up the holes where the tabs go, or the plugs. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm pretty much done until the closed cell foam shows up. I think it turned out great. And again, I'm just using the Amazon basic stuff. There's Killmat, there's Second Skin, there's all kinds of brands out there. But I'm thoroughly happy with this. Now you can get, I don't know if the Amazon comes in thicker stock, but this is probably 16th, 3/32. Might actually say on the box. It's not terribly thick. So doesn't actually say. Maybe 3 mil. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I even kind of like the color, even though I'm gonna cover it up. So I'll bring you back when I get the closed cell foam and start installing that. All right, so I got the carpet out. I got to wait for the soundproofing to come in. So I'm going to shampoo this, and I'll kind of show you. Always vacuum your carpet before you shampoo. So that's what I'm doing now. But there were no vents or no mats in the back seat, and I don't know if he had a bucket of something. So this would be the passenger side, but that's definitely by far the worst stain. Still not bad for 26 years. So this would kind of be a before. Where there were mats, the carpet looks great. Of course, mats definitely did their job. Then you get up here. So I'm really hoping I can get that stain out. And then there's a weird spotted stain right there, which is behind the back seat. Maybe the window was leaking at one time. I'm not sure, because it kind of looks like rusty water. Over here, all good. Everything looks fine over here. The driver's side, which I would have thought would have been worse, but it's actually looking pretty good. That's under the seat. There's a little stain there. But yeah, where the mat was, looks perfect. Practically brand new. So yeah, this is kind of the before. I vacuum and shampoo, and then I'll bring it back and show you how it looks after. I might do shampoo it a couple times. We'll just see how it goes. I actually do have a carpet shampooer, so that should help things out. I'm not power washing or anything like that. I know some guys do that. So I'm just going to use our shampooer and see how it goes. Okay, I just got done shampooing my carpet, and now I've got it draped over some equipment here just to dry. Turned out really nice. This big stain on the passenger side totally came out. There are actually only 2 stains that didn't come out. And yeah, one is right here, which will be under the passenger seat. Really don't know what it was, but not too worried about that. And then the other way back here, not even sure if it's coming up on camera, but that'll be under the back seat. Now, I did scrub this pretty good. Once it dries and stuff, I'll probably come back and just pull this longer stuff off, or vacuum it with the regular vacuum. But I gotta let this dry, and it might take a day or two. In the meantime, yeah, everything else turned out really nice. I mean, it is practically like brand new. But yeah, in the meantime, my soundproofing showed up. And I'll show you that. Kind of getting set up to start installing this. Oh, sorry about the lights. Alright, so this is what I went with soundproofing. You know, do your research, pick whatever you want. This is the one that kind of appealed to me based on the reviews, based on a couple of videos I saw, and of course price. Second Skin rated better, but it was extremely expensive, and I just don't want to spend that kind of money. You know, this is not a Rolls Royce by any means. This is still already a considerable upgrade. So this is made by Silas. Again, just found on Amazon. And there's some specs somewhere here. Yeah, here you go. If you're interested. Oh, that's focusing. But a Silas liner car sound and heat insulation foam. And like I had said earlier, it is a closed cell foam, and that's how thick it is. 1/8 inch, 3/16. Not really sure what that is in metric for you folks, but it's peel and stick. And they did have rolls of this, which were a little cheaper, but you had to get the spray adhesive and all that kind of stuff. So I guess you could say I splurged for the peel and stick. And all I'm going to do is put it on the inside and right over the top of the sound deadener, butyl tape essentially. Then what I'm thinking, let's see here, for behind the door panels, like I said earlier, I was thinking about installing some of this because it gives, but it could be a sound deadener, insulation, and soundproofing all in one type of thing. And I've seen other people use this. It's just polyester batting. I was going to sandwich that between the door and the door panel, and you know what, it would spring back into the voids, and then it would compress enough where you needed it to. However, this is a lot softer than what I thought it would be. So I might put this on the inside of the door over the top of the Amazon basic stuff, and on the outside. I don't know. I'm kind of toying with both options. This would take longer, just going to have to peel and stick it, but then it sticks. So maybe not. Or this, I would have to somehow double-sided tape or spray adhesive. So that's where I'm at. For now, I'm going to kind of just go over all the sound deadener that I already installed with this, and I'll bring you back. Okay, just an update here. I'm about empty. This goes a long way. So I'm down to 7 pieces. And I'm pretty happy with this stuff. It's easy to apply. It is sticky. There's no forgiveness. So this is what I did. I just have a feeling that most of the sound is coming from that back seat. So I definitely put that over the sound deadening material that I installed earlier. And it sounds great now. And then of course I also did the inside of all my doors, the back doors and the front doors. And then instead of doing the rest of the floor, which the carpet is like brand new, it's real thick, I think that's enough sound proofing there. However, I did go around the shifter for the 4-wheel drive transfer case just for extra proofing there, because reading online and stuff, that seems to be kind of the spot as far as the floor goes. And then what I did, I decided to go ahead and do the I guess the inside of the door or the outside of the door, you know, instead of putting this plastic back on, which was being a nightmare, I just decided to kind of line this, and I actually think it looks pretty good. Now, looks are one thing, but I also think it added some sound when I go to close the door. It sounds pretty good. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to move on to the other side, the driver's side, big door. And whatever I have left of this, I'll come back and I'll line the small doors. I don't know if I'm going to have a whole lot less, maybe 2-3 pieces. And this, you know, the speaker goes here, but I can line this, I can line this. So maybe 1 to 2 pieces. Can't line this, that's the vents. So yeah, I'll bring you back when I make a little bit more progress. Really, I'm just going to kind of finish up the gray closed cell foam stuff and then start putting everything back together. All right, everybody. So I got my carpet back in, my seats back in, all that's good to go. I had to order some new plugs for these door panels because the old ones were not sealing right. I mean, they'd go in, but the panel is real loose. So I already did the passenger side. I figured I'd walk you through this. These back club doors are fairly easy. There's the cable for the door handle, and then there's a couple screws. So it's just a matter of lining it up with the holes and stuff. So I'm recording this on my phone because my camera died and I'm charging the batteries. I hope this is coming through. It's the best angle I can get and the best lighting. So I'll kind of walk through it too. But on the back side of this door handle, there's like a little cutout right here that this fits into. So fairly self-explanatory. And like I said, it's like a throttle cable if you've ever messed with motorcycles or whatever, bicycles, brake cable. You kind of just you feed this barrel end, and then this clicks in. So like I said, it's kind of hard to show you. So it's not difficult to do at all. It's just difficult to film and do at the same time. These back doors here, you kind of have to make sure that the plastic goes behind this rubber weather stripping, just like that. So I usually just use a tool to kind of feed it out once I'm done. So that's the back driver's side door. I guess the club cab. Now all I got left is the front driver's side door. Just one word of advice. So it's like -6 outside. This is not a heated garage by any means, but I've got 2 small space heaters going, and I got it at 44 in here. But I would not do this in sub-zero temperatures. Maybe even below freezing I wouldn't do it. Just because you know how plastic can be. And if you don't know, it can be very brittle in the cold. And so here's the door handle. You can use a or a 10 millimeter socket and drive it in, or if you want, it's also a Torx bit. I don't know if that's coming up. Torx head. Not sure what size it is, so you have to figure that out. But all right, so all door panels are installed. The interior is almost done. The only thing I got left is this piece of threshold molding, and I want to find some black screws for that because they were using drywall screws on most of them. And I have one supposedly black screw that I'm going to go check in this shop for. This one's kind of rusty, so I did address the rust. That's all good to go. I put some butyl tape underneath too, so the moisture can't creep up into there. But yeah, as you can see, I got all the interior all put back together. Now, this job was pretty easy. I will say my son helped me here and there. The main thing that I needed assistance with was this whole front seat, because it came out in pretty much one unit, and they're pretty heavy. This one is it's got the motors and stuff underneath, adding to the weight. The other one does not, but being connected somewhat to that center console and center seat, it was a pain in the butt. So, but anyways, I'm going to wrap this up, and I hope you learned something. I hope you get inspired. Just realize that you can do it. This was not that hard. It took some time, but I didn't know, I'd never done it before, so I took my time. If you've done this before, then you'll zip right through it. I'm actually going to do this again. We have a little Transit Connect van. It's really loud on the road, so I'm going to do this again. And now that I've gone through this truck and did the insulation or the deadening and insulation process, that's going to be a breeze. I don't know if I'll film that. I might. I mean, it depends on how well this video does. Not really sure if there's a lot of people watching this kind of stuff, and it does require effort to make these videos. So anyways, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do me a favor and click the like. And if you like this kind of content, homesteading content, feel free to subscribe. There's definitely going to be more to come. All right, everybody have a good one. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.